Okay, so we're going to do something a bit different this week. We're going to be drawing 90s like cartoon icons. So I've got a few here. There's like 12 here. I ain't going to do that many though. Too lazy for that. I'm going to do about 4 or 5. So how I'm doing it is I'm going to treat it as if these people have walked into the store. Like I'm at an event, I'm doing an event. It's going to be 10-minute sketches, you know, this kind of thing. And I'm going to treat it as if they've just walked into the store. So, and I'm nervous about some of them because it's a bit tricky. I've not picked some of the weird ones. You guys sent over some like cat and dog. I'm not going to draw that. We'll see how it goes. So let's start. 10 minutes on the clock. We're going to start with Debbie Thornberry. Oh, I'm scared. So I went for a huge Wild Thornberry phase. Not at the age you should have. In my 3rd year at uni, and it was just a show that I'd always put on when I was hungover. And yeah, I just watched, I don't know how many series there are, but I just watched the whole thing. Yeah, it became my whole personality for quite a while. I think her outfit's quite cool. So she's got the crop top, she's got the jeans which are oversized, they got the hole in, and then she's got this kind of plaid. Is that an American thing? A checkered thing which we can play around with. I don't know. Oh, her hair covers her face. And oh, I only draw one eye, so we're meeting in the middle, girl. Okay, so that's a sketch. Purple lipstick's a choice. Need to draw her shoes as well. I think that's it. Yeah, I mean, her hips and her legs are a bit out of joint, but I think we can do the inking now. I think this is an easy one to work with, so I've started off with a simpler one, just because she does have a few elements to her clothes. I mean, the colours are a bit garish, but we'll see what happens. I haven't drawn today. Should have done a warm-up. I've only just woke up, I'm not going to lie. Okay, that's the inking stage done. Now we've got 7 minutes left. No wonder it was so quick. I forgot to ink half of it. Oops. Just going to apply some base tones now. I don't know what her hair is. Is it like curly? We'll go with curly. Okay, orange top. Get the jeans. Let's do the shirt. Purple lipstick. How purple do we go though? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, looks like she's in Game of Thrones, you know, when they were drinking that old potion-y thing. Okay, let's base colour down. What am I doing next? Now we re-ink it with a thicker fine liner to get some more details. Oh, it's checkers in it, so we can add that in as well. Get the shoes in. I'm not a fan of that lippy. Try this, a bit better. Okay, so we've got 2 minutes, 3 minutes Turkish. Add in some colour pencil. Some little flourishes. A thicker pen for some little of the details, white gel pen, maybe a little shine on the lips will make it a bit better, I don't know. That's it, we still got 8 seconds to spare, look at that. So that is Debbie Thornberry. I was going to do Eliza, but her outfit's boring. So that's one, this is the warm-up, so that's one done. Let's see what we're going to do next. So I was going to do Pepper Ann, but I think her outfit's a little bit similar. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to do Spinelli from Recess. All right, 10 minutes on the clock. I used to fucking love Recess. I used to watch it all the time. And then the plot twist that Spinelli was actually an Ashley. Like, she's only small though, isn't she? That pose is a bit boring. Let's try that again. She's like a bit more dynamic. So maybe she's like something like that. And then the dress can be... And then the hair's... Yeah, I think that's all right. Perfect. All right, so let's ink this. How is her hair going to be in real life, as if this is some bloody oil painting? Is Recess even 90s? Oh, 97, okay. Because I mean, I'm not going to lie, I was watching Disney Channel until I was far too old. I mean, I used to watch Recess, and I was like, used to love watching That's So Raven. And I was even still watching it when, was it Corey in the House? I was probably way too old. Another thing that this is good for is because, like I said, cartoons are very simple. And they don't give you a whole lot to work with because they need to make it simple so they can draw the same thing over and over again. This is good practice to see, you know, what you would do if there isn't a lot to work with. So if someone isn't, you know, there's not the most detailed photo at a live event, or their outfit's not the most interesting, you can kind of just, you know, you can make something out of this. How big are her shoes? Okay, we've got the sketch. Let's rub it out. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. Her complexion's ever so slightly darker than the other color. Maybe that would work. We've got these. Guessing that's the same color as this. And then the orange, this kind of orange. And the hat's going to be the same as the stripes here. And then the orange there. A lip color. Right, now get the boots down. Okay, we've got 3.5 minutes. What am I doing? I had a little rosiness to the cheeks. Colour pencil for texture. Alright, let's ink it. I thought I'd have more anecdotes and stuff to say while I was drawing, but I'm concentrating too much. Like, I don't want to mess it up. This is my childhood. Righty, there's Spinelli. I think that's alright. That turned out alright. It's a bit messy. I don't think that's too bad. I think it should be alright with it. So those were probably the two easiest. Now I've been watching this show. I didn't realize there was so much of it, but I'm trying to get through 14 series of it, and I'm already on number 12. So I'm making my way. The next one up is Miss Peggy Hill. And I'm nervous about this one because the outfit is so plain, but I thought I'd put it in there for challenge for myself. So 10 minutes on the clock, Matthew. Let's draw Miss Peggy Hill. I mean, I don't even understand the hairstyle, like what? Plus, I like to like pose people like their personalities, and like I'm not going to draw in some avant-garde fashion pose because that's not what she's like. But it's trying to make that outfit interesting. I mean, the green is horrendous. Sorry, Peggy. So it's got to be more of like a reserved kind of thing. Maybe that's a bit too girly, but I was going to do a family portrait and do like Bobby, Hank, and Peggy, but can't be bothered. Trying to figure out their hair, like what is it? See, that's all right. Asking as if you can like, as if you can let me know. There's a photo in my first passport when I was about 10 or 11. There's a photo of me and I had a shaved head and I looked so much like Bobby. Watching the show, like I was so much like Bobby as a kid. Like all he thinks about is food. And that's me. Like my parents always used to take the piss because whenever they'd be like, oh, do you remember when we went to blah, blah, blah? And I'd be like, oh yeah, like that's where I had the ice cream sundae. Or, or do you remember when we went to like Spain? And I'm like, oh yeah, I had such a nice meal and blah, blah, blah. Oh, jeez. I don't know how that's looking. Let me rub that out. I think it's all right, Miss Peggy Hill. Thing is, it's making the outfit interesting because it's literally just not a crop top, what's it called? Like a tank top, and what are they called? Culottes or something? I don't know. Let's see what we're left with. I mean, if I can make this outfit look interesting, then I think anything else is easy after this. The green, it's not quite the right green, but, and then purple or blue. I'm sitting there thinking, what the fuck am I doing with my life? Why am I doing this? I've got so much other stuff to do. And I thought, why not do this? I don't know what colour those shoes are. Petrol blue? Should I say propane? Yeah. I have no idea what propane is. I'm watching it, for 11 seasons? I still don't understand. Like, is it petrol? So we're going to add some extra details in, some like seams and pockets and things just to make it a little bit more interesting. Okay, Peggy. Miss Hill if you're nasty. I think it looks all right. And some colour pencil, some green, some blue, Gordon blue. I think the outfit is, I mean, it's a bit boring, we know this. So I think a colour for the background to make it pop a little bit more, like an orange. I feel like that's a bit better. White gel pen, and that is Miss Peggy Hill. Now we've got number 5. I know the show, but I don't know it. I can't remember what it's called, like Kids in a Treehouse or something. I mean, this one's going to be tricky. There's not a whole lot there. So let's see what we can do. Is it just one braid? Yeah. I think this one could be quite cool. And it's sort of like an oversized sports top. And then, yeah, I think we got that. And then these massive Crocs. I don't know what the fuck they are. Right, sketch done. So I know her whole face is kind of covered, but I mean, I only draw one eye normally, so I don't want to take the piss, but like, I'm gonna draw a little bit. Okay, earrings, braid. Why doesn't she have like a number on her thing? Also, I don't know how old these cartoons are meant to be, so I'm drawing everyone just as if they're walking down the runway, honey. This one might be my favorite one. You gotta make sure to have the skin colors swatched out because the colors that are on the thing never end up being what they're actually, what they actually turn out to be. Because even that, I thought that was a good match, but it's not. It needs a redder undertone. That'd do. I'm gonna do a number 5. That's an S, Jesus. I wanted to do a sports 5, but I don't know what they look like. Right, base colors down, let's re-ink it. What is a sports 5? So it's like this, it's kind of angular. Okay. Still messed up. I do. Okay, do some colors. Yeah, I think we're done. Minute left to spare on that one. Codename Kids Next Door, that's what it's called. Okay, there's 2 more I want to do, so we're going to see, because I'm getting hungry. This one's going to be hard. I put this in as like a test for myself, and now I'm regretting it. It's going to be Miss Finster from Recess. Fuck, it's going to be hard. Okay. I do remember, though, actually, the episode that she had with Spinelli, where Spinelli had to spend a weekend with her, and they ended up being all friends. And then she had to be horrible when she got back into school. I do remember that. Anyway, let's try and see. Because the other thing, I mean, like I said, I'm treating these as if they're in store and I'm illustrating them and I'm working for a brand and they've, come in. So I can't draw a horrible, like how she looks, because it's got to be flattering. So she's got a bit of a hump and stuff like that. So I can't, it's not really stuff I can draw. So this is going to be tricky. I think that's all right. That's what I said about every single one of these. It's all right. I think that would actually turn out all right. Oh, I might have outdone myself. Okay, draw her face. I moan about this every time, because when you're filming, you have to be, you can't get your fat head in frame. You have to kind of be like a meter away, and I can't really see what I'm drawing, so it's going to be a surprise to the both of us. I mean, if I can make Miss Finster look fashion, then I think everything else is, I'm going to be coasting for the rest of my career. All right, let's see what we got. I'm scared. You know what? I think we might be all right. All right, skin color down. Let's do these diamonds. Not diamonds, one bloody bit. Let's try and sort that out. Okay, she's got grey hair, so where's me grey? These bits are getting in the way. The most garish color combinations. Combine harvester. Pop a lippy. Let's try and shape some of this. Base colors down. She looks a bit too young. I'm gonna have to age her up a little bit. Do some coloring. Anyway, the whole reason I'm doing this, I'm meant to be promoting my course, and I always forget. And then I have to record another voiceover, do that part, but let's try and do 2 in 1. Basically, I got a live event masterclass. You won't be learning to draw cartoon characters, but it will prepare you for whatever shows up at an event. But yeah, we go through everything. I mean, I've been doing live events for about 12 years. I've done them for some big fashion brands and got a fair bit of experience. So I poured it all into this course, and it kind of starts at the very beginning, the introduction to live events. Well, it's about how to draw quicker and how to draw proportions and everything. And then we start introducing more things, like how to do different skin tones, body types, ages, posing, then how to draw textures and different prints and patterns, and then portraits and branding, and hopefully covers you. And people have said before that have taken the course and then gone on to do live events, they've said it's really prepared them for it. So I'm quite proud of that. But that starts Monday, so you have to get your space before then. So it stops going on sale tomorrow night, I think. So get in before then. 8 weeks. It's only takes, the modules are 2 hours long and homework's about an hour. And then you get your feedback with me, which is about an hour. So it's about 4 hours a week, completely flexible. It suits any schedule. And yeah, so that's my little plug bit, but I'll put the link in the description thing. But there's only 5 spaces left, I think, and they normally go quite quick with the last weekend. Get in quick if you want. And there's payment plans available. You can spread the cost over 5 monthly payments or something, so it is flexible. Anyway, I think this is done. Oh wait, no, one little touch. Just a bit of white gel pen, but there we go. I think that's done. Anyway, there's one more to do, and then I'm gonna get a snack. I thought we'd end on the creme de la creme of this is what started the whole video in the first place. Proper 90s. We're doing groovy chick, baby. This one's gonna be a challenge just because, I mean, there's not a whole lot to work with. What there is to work with is very garish. But let's go out on a high. Let's do this groovy chick. So I can't even, how the hell does her hair work? It's just like that. She's got sunglasses. She's got a nice little cute crop top. I'm going to draw her walking because she's got these beautiful sort of 3/4 trousers on with tassels. What more could you want? She got big old sandals on. Can't forget that little bag she's got. Alrighty. Maybe this would be my favorite one, actually. The colors might make it go either way, but this could be quite fun. I would sit there drawing for an hour. Doesn't time fly when you're having fun? When you're procrastinating the stuff you should be doing. Right, I think that's a sketch done. Do you know what? I do often daydream about what it would be like if I was an adult in the 90s rather than a kid. Because people always daydream at time about social media, but I don't know if I'd have a career without it. So I think you've got to kind of take the good with the bad. It's all stripes. Okay, we're just finishing up, and then we've got a few little details to add in. I think this is turning out okay. Got some different tones and different line variants for a little bit of pizzazz. Little tassels. I'm trying to make the hair as abstract as possible because I can't get my head around it. Colored pencil. Also, there's something else. It's not a promotion-y thing, but I thought yesterday I was playing Wordle and I was like, hang on a minute, should there be one of these for illustrators? And so I started one, and it's basically like a daily prompt. It's a runway look that I've picked, and yeah, every day it's just going to change to a different one. So because I know everyone wants to draw more often, and something it kind of stops you from drawing is trying to find something to draw. So this one, it's on my website, my masterclass website, and it's just going to change every day at midnight, British summertime time, and I'm going to do it too, and I post my sketches of what I've done of that look as well. And yeah, it's just a way of kind of, if you need a warm-up, then it's there. If it's something to make you sit down every day and even do a 2-3 minute sketch, it's there. But I just thought it'd be something fun to do, so I'll put that in a link as well. So just bookmark the page, and then you can just go on it every day and have a little scribble. Alrighty, I think that's it. I think we're done with Groovy Chick. Groovy Chick. Yeah, there we go. So we did 6. I wasn't expecting to do that many, so I've surprised myself. So we've done Groovy Chick, Peggy Hill, Debbie Thornbury, number 5, Miss Finster, and Spinelli. Ta-da! I should have probably done a warm-up and they might have been a bit better, but what's done is done. Anyway, I've done my little bit about the course. The live event masterclass closes Sunday evening, so get your space before then. So last time the course is running this year, so it's now or never. And then yeah, the prompt thing as well. So if you want something to draw every day, you can go onto the website and look at a prompt. So that's it, I'm done. I'm gonna go eat something and probably watch some more King of the Hill. Ciao.